Yo, what's good, people? It's man like Jamo. We're out here with the Galaxy A55 5G. 1 month later, I thought we'd just do a little calm, casual, kind of podcast style review at the moment. Just a little bit of B-roll in the background, me playing with the phone and that. And just letting you guys know what this phone's been like over the last month and whether you guys should take a dive. Now, obviously, before we get into the phone itself, if you haven't seen the unboxing, basically inside the box you get the phone, a USB-C cable, and vibes. Nothing else, no charger, but we already know what it is with Samsung. But usually for their cheaper phones or like their mid-range phones, they usually give you a little power brick in there. But that wasn't the case with this one. But luckily, we've got Anker sponsoring the ting with their new multi-device fast charging ting. Goes up to however much, 67 watt fast charging. Anyway, you can find out more about that in the link below. Segwating in it, but boom, back to the Samsung Galaxy A55 5G. Design wise, I think it looks really good. It feels quite grippy as well. Love the metal sides with the kind of, I don't know, is that plastic or is that plastic? That kind of half plastic, half glass kind of thing. You got the cameras in the top left corner looking nice and neat there. Buttons feel nice and clicky. I ain't really got any issue with the design at all. Now let's start off with battery, because that's the first thing people ask me when they get the new phone. What's the battery life? There ain't no point in having a good phone if half the time you're either plugged into a wall or you can't even turn the phone on because the battery is done out. Now this thing here, madness. In standby mode, it's a champion. I can't remember how big the battery is. I might put it on the screen somewhere here if I can be bothered. But the battery in this thing, considering man has what, Instagram, have TikTok, I have all them things synchronizing all the time in the background. This thing is well capable of giving you 8 hours of on-screen time for like fully proper use and more, fam. So yeah, battery is not one of the things you worry about when you got this phone. That's the last thing you should be worrying about, really. Now, one caveat that I would mention is that the fast charging isn't as fast as I would expect. I think you get about 25 watt fast charging on this thing, but you know, with other newer Samsung devices and especially the Galaxy S range, you usually get 45 watt fast charging minimum, which means you can usually charge up the phone within like an hour 20 maximum. This one is like an hour 30 plus to charge up from empty, an hour 40 plus, almost up to 2 hours kind of thing. It's not groundbreaking. I thought I would just let you guys know that though, in case you're used to a phone that charges really fast. Now, for example, I've got a 125 watt fast charger in there at the moment, and it's saying 1 hour and 8 minutes to get to full, and it's already at 25%. So obviously it's not the slowest charging in the world, but that's definitely not the fastest. Now, of course, we got to move on to my favorite part of the video, the gaming performance. And like with most Android phones, any of these 2D, easy to play, gimmicky games like, I don't know, Crossy Road, Bacon, Flappy Bird, Jetpack Joyride, them kind of things there, plays on the phone without any issues, and we wouldn't have expected any less. However, what I didn't expect was for it to also play and perform really well with the more 3D intensive games, like the driving game that man is playing here. I think it's called V-Rally or something like that, or even playing, flipping this Zelda-like game. Yeah, it's done quite well playing those as well. So, man's quite impressed with the gaming performance of this little guy right here. And obviously, while we're banging out games, we might as well give the thing a little sound test. Alright, now moving on to the camera, the single snapper's quite decent, definitely social media worthy. Like for example, if I'm going to do like a little quick product photo, man can take the photo and it will look nice kind of thing. Like, man's not mad at that, don't know why it's cropped there. Oh, okay, there we go, it's not cropped anymore. But yeah, you get the message, fam. Like, it does its thing. I don't know why it's forced closing there. Yeah, no, camera's decent in terms of taking pictures and stuff. Now, in terms of taking video, it's also quite good. However, you don't get any 4K 60, unfortunately. Now, I'm not mad at that because I understand that this is one of the budget smartphones from Samsung, but I've seen other smartphones around this price point that do give you the option to have 4K 60 on at least one of the rear facing camera lenses. Same thing for ultra wide. If you want ultra wide, it has to be done in. Oh, you do get 4K 30 ultra wide. That's not too bad actually. That's quite good. Yeah, you get 4K 30 ultra wide. You just don't get any 4K 60 whatsoever. And as always with Samsung, you can flip the camera whilst recording, kind of thing, which is really cool. I can't do that on my Google Pixel for some reason. Don't know why, but it just won't let me. So yeah, camera's pretty much decent up to 4K 30. If you do want that 4K 60, that high frame rate kind of situation going on there, you're gonna have to look elsewhere, unfortunately. Now, performance of this doing phone stuff obviously is just good. Like, it just works very well. Like, if I go into any of these things, click into these randomly kind of thing. Okay, it says it can't be reached, but there we go. We're back. We're good. We can scroll up very nicely. It's all smooth and everything come out of that. Let's go into another thing. What we got here? Something about Nintendo 64. Go into all of that. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. And I think I can go back to a game that I've probably still got running in the background. There we go. The game's still running in the background and we're good to go. Loaded up very quickly from the RAM. Yeah, no, it's definitely a solid performer. Not slacking at all. I haven't got all of my social media stuff synchronized on it. Like, I've got Instagram and TikTok. Haven't got all my emails and all that kind of stuff as well. But it's pretty much doing its thing. It's not slouching at all, as you guys can basically see. Now, typing on the keyboard and haptic feedback isn't the best I've felt in my life. It's a bit weak. You might want to get like a third-party typing thing, keyboard, so that, your typing doesn't feel as terrible as it does now. I'm a Microsoft SwiftKey guy, but this typing, I mean, obviously you can use it, but this is just not, it's not given. It's not given. Like, yeah, man, that vibration motor is weak. That haptic motor, whatever they want to call it, nah, it's just not it for me. Anyway, people, then that's it for my little Samsung Galaxy A55 5G review 1 month later. It's definitely a good phone, fam. Like, it's definitely a good phone. You're getting to save some money from that premium Galaxy S tier. You're getting 4K 30 on the camera, which is definitely more than you need for social media anyway, which majority of the time is 1080p. You got a good normal snapper there as well if you want to take normal camera pictures. That's all good in like bright light kind of stuff. Wicked battery life, wicked performance at this price point. Again, we're saving money from the Galaxy S tier. I just feel that the competition at this price point is very tough at the moment. Like the stuff that Motorola are coming out with, their budget stuff, the new kind of phones like from nothing, OnePlus. Yo, this mid-range price point is very tough at the moment, and I don't know if Samsung have done enough to win me over from the competition. But if you want something branded and you want to save money as well, then the Samsung Galaxy A55 is top of the range in that department.